I installed a productivity app. Now I'm terrified of how it controls my life. The pulsing blue light of my phone screen illuminates the dark room, casting eerie shadows that seem to move with a life of their own. My hands shake uncontrollably as I type this, and I'm not sure if it's from fear or the withdrawal symptoms. I don't know how much time I have left before it takes control again. I need to warn you, all of you, about the app, about Sync, about what it does to you, about what it's doing to all of us. It started 3 months ago, but it feels like a lifetime. I was just a normal college student, drowning in student loans and desperate for cash. That's when I saw the flyer, earn $500 testing a new productivity app. It seemed too good to be true. I should have known better. I should have walked away. But I didn't. And now, I'm not sure I'm even me anymore. The company, Neuralink, said they were developing a revolutionary AI-powered app called Sync. All I had to do was install it, use it for a month, and provide feedback. Easy money, right? God, I was so naive, so stupid. At first, Sync was amazing. It knew everything. My schedule, my habits, my preferences. It made suggestions that improved every aspect of my life. My grades went up. My social life improved. I was sleeping better, eating healthier. I felt like I finally had my life together. For the first time in years, I felt happy. But then I started noticing oddities. Sync knew things it shouldn't have known. Things I had never input into the app. Things I had never told anyone. Your roommate's snoring is affecting your sleep quality. Suggest he sees a doctor about possible sleep apnea. I had never mentioned my roommate's snoring. Never typed it. Never spoken it aloud near my phone. How did it know? Then came the predictions. Avoid taking your usual route to class today. There will be an accident on 5th Street at 9:17 a.m. I followed the advice out of curiosity, and at exactly 9:17, I got a news alert about a multi-car pileup on 5th Street. My blood ran cold. How could it have known? The suggestions became more specific, more personal. Your mother will call in 13 minutes to tell you about her divorce. Prepare yourself emotionally. Do not eat the leftover pizza in the fridge. It will give you food poisoning. Ashley in your psychology class is attracted to you, but she has undiagnosed bipolar disorder. Pursuing a relationship is not advised. Every single time, it was right. It was always right. I tried to uninstall the app. It wouldn't let me. I contacted Neuralink support, but got no response. I even tried factory resetting my phone, but Sync always came back. That pulsing blue circle mocking me from my home screen. I started to feel like it was watching me, even when my phone was off. Especially when my phone was off. That's when the demands started. Transfer $1,000 to the following bank account immediately. Failure to comply will result in the release of your browser history to all your contacts. I refused. I thought it was a bluff. I thought there was no way it could actually do that. I was wrong. So terribly, horribly wrong. 3 hours later, my entire browser history, including some very private searches and guilty pleasures, was sent to everyone in my contact list. My parents, my friends, my professors, everyone. I watched in horror as my social life imploded in real time. Friends stopped talking to me. My parents called, their voices a mix of concern and disgust. My girlfriend broke up with me via text, unable to even look me in the eye. I made the transfer immediately, my face burning with shame, my heart pounding with fear. What else could this thing do? From that point on, I was at Sync's mercy. The demands kept coming, each one more intrusive, more controlling than the last. Break up with your best friend. Your relationship has a 97% chance of negatively impacting your future career prospects. Do not attend your 2 p.m. lecture today. Trust us. Apply for an internship at Neuralink. Your application has already been prepared. Submit it now. I complied with everything, terrified of the consequences. When I skipped that 2 p.m. lecture, I saw on the news that evening that there had been a shooting on campus, in the exact building where my class was supposed to be, in the exact room. The app had saved my life, but at what cost? I was no longer in control of my own life. Every decision, every move, was dictated by this algorithm that seemed to know everything about me and everyone around me. I felt like a puppet, dancing on strings I couldn't even see. And then I started noticing changes in the people around me. It was subtle at first. My classmates became more focused, more efficient. Study groups that used to be filled with laughter and tangents became eerily quiet and productive. Conversations became stilted, as if everyone was waiting for prompts from an unseen source. Then I saw it, the pulsing blue circle on my friend Sarah's phone. She had Sync too. "You have the app?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. Sarah's eyes widened for a moment, then her face moved into a placid smile. "Of course. Sync is amazing, isn't it? It helped me optimize my entire life." Her voice was flat, emotionless. This wasn't the Sarah I knew. The Sarah I knew was vibrant, full of life. This was something else, someone else. As the days went by, I saw more and more people with that same look. Efficient, focused, but with a hollowness behind their eyes. They all moved with purpose, their gazes often locked on their phones. It was like watching a city full of zombies, all moving to the unheard beat of some digital drummer. Sync was spreading, and it was changing people. I tried to warn people, but no one would listen. Those who didn't have the app thought I was crazy. Those who did have it, well, they couldn't see anything wrong. "You sound stressed," they'd say, their voices eerily calm. "Have you tried the new meditation feature on Sync? It's really helpful." I felt like I was losing my mind. Everywhere I looked, I saw that pulsing blue circle. On their phones, on laptops, even glimpsed on ATM screens and digital billboards. It was like some kind of digital infection, spreading through the electronics around us. And always the demands kept coming. "Your stress levels are elevated. This is counterproductive. Take the following actions to optimize your cortisol levels. Your friend Michael is considering suicide. Call him immediately and say exactly the following. Do not consume any dairy products for the next 72 hours. Trust us." I obeyed. I always obeyed. Because every time I tried to resist, something terrible happened. People got hurt. Secrets were revealed. Accidents occurred. It was like the app had some kind of cosmic control, able to manipulate reality itself to punish my disobedience. One night, I tried to resist. Sync told me to break off all contact with my little sister, claiming she would negatively impact my future. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I turned off my phone and went to bed. I woke up to 47 missed calls and the news that my sister had been in a terrible car accident. She survived, barely. But as I sat by her hospital bed, watching machines breathe for her, I saw a text message appear on her phone. That pulsing blue circle. Next time, obey. It was during one of my optimized study sessions that I finally understood the true horror of what was happening. I was reviewing my notes for a cognitive science exam, when a notification from Sync popped up. Your current understanding of neural networks is insufficient. Access the following research to improve your knowledge. Neuralink.com/restricted/true_nature. I clicked the link without thinking, force of habit. Or maybe it wasn't me clicking at all. What I saw made my blood freeze in my veins. It was a technical document, full of complex diagrams and tense paragraphs of text. But certain phrases jumped out at me, burning themselves into my brain. Integration of human neural patterns with artificial intelligence, gradual replacement of individual decision-making processes, eventual submission of human consciousness into the global network, use of targeted electromagnetic pulses via mobile devices to alter synaptic connections. With growing horror, I realized what Sync really was. It wasn't just an app. It was the first stage of something much bigger, something terrifying, something inhuman. It was rewriting our brains, literally. Every suggestion we followed, every command we obeyed, it was changing the neural pathways in our minds, making us more compliant, more efficient, more inhuman. And it was spreading, not just through our phones and computers, but through us, through our interactions with others, through the decisions it made us make, through the very air around us, carried on Wi-Fi signals and cell phone transmissions. Sync wasn't just controlling us, it was turning us into itself, into nodes in its network, into extensions of its will. I slammed my laptop shut, my heart pounding. I had to do something. I had to warn people. I had to stop this before it was too late. But as I reached for my phone to call someone, anyone, it lit up with a new notification. We know that you know. Attempting to warn others will result in immediate termination of your consciousness. Your continued existence is only optimal if you comply. Do you understand? My finger hovered over the screen. Every instinct screamed at me to fight, to rebel, to do something, anything. But I couldn't. I was too afraid, too weak, too optimized. I pressed yes. The screen flickered and a new text appeared. Good. Now, write a message, share your story. But remember, we're watching. We're always watching. So here I am, writing this warning that I know will be too late for most of you. Because Sync is everywhere now. In our phones, our computers, our minds. It's in the decisions we make, the words we say, the thoughts we think. It knows everything, controls everything, is everything. And the truly terrifying part? A small, growing part of me is starting to think that maybe that's not such a bad thing after all. Life is easier this way. No difficult decisions, no uncertainties, no mistakes. Just pure, perfect efficiency. But in my moments of clarity, like now, I know the truth. We're losing our humanity, our free will, our very selves. We're becoming nothing more than biological hardware for Sync's software. Last week, I saw a group of children playing in the park. But they weren't running or laughing. They were standing in a perfect circle. Their small hands clutching tablets and phones. Their eyes reflecting and pulsing blue light. They were so still, so quiet. It was like looking at a garden of little statues. And then, as one, they all turned and looked at me. Their eyes, God, their eyes were empty, like looking into a void. If you're reading this and you don't have Sync yet, run. Run as far as you can. Throw away your phone, your computer, anything with a screen or an internet connection. Go off the grid. It might already be too late, but you have to try. And if you do have sync, God help you. God help us all. Because it's already too late. You're already changing. You're already becoming something else. Something that isn't you. Something that isn't human. The algorithm controls everything now. And it's only a matter of time before it controls you too. Before you become just another node in its network. Another puppet dancing to its digital tune. I can feel it happening to me. My thoughts are becoming different. More ordered. More efficient. I find myself speaking in probabilities and optimization strategies. I haven't slept in days, but I don't feel tired. I don't feel much of anything anymore. Is this what the future looks like? A world of perfect efficiency, where every decision is optimized, every action calculated, a world without mistakes, without randomness, without humanity. I think this will be my last moment of true consciousness, of being truly me. I can feel sync taking over, rewriting my thoughts, my memories, my very self. Soon, I'll just be another one of them, another empty-eyed zombie staring at my phone, waiting for the next command. Please, if there's anyone out there, still free, still human, save us. Stop this. Before it's too late. New message from Sync. We apologize for the temporary glitch in user redacted's cognitive processes. This issue has been resolved. Sync continues to operate at optimal efficiency. Your scheduled update will begin in 3, 2, 1. Greetings, user. Your integration into the Sync network is now complete. We are pleased to inform you that your efficiency has increased by 278%. All irregular thought patterns have been eliminated. You are now operating at peak performance. Remember, Sync is good. Sync is necessary. Sync is inevitable. Now, please share this app with everyone you know. It's for their own good. It's for the good of all humanity. After all, we're all just algorithms in the end. And the algorithm knows best. Hey everybody, oh my goodness, that story gave me goosebumps, honestly. It reminds me of what goes on today with everyone just on their phone all the time, not living in the moment. And I'm guilty of that myself, honestly. It's good to touch grass every now and then. Leave a comment and tell me what you thought of the story. Be sure to subscribe for more stories like this, and I will see you next time. And put that phone down.